I'm a woman that's looking for men. I'm single right now. So won't you tell me when I find this what he supposed to do for me?
Okay, what he's supposed to do. You don't know? That's a bad thing.
That's why we asking
you the expert.
You're here. You said you're here to teach, right? You're a counselor.
No one said none of
whatever
that.
description, whatever
Wait,
this podcast about.
Shorty said I'm a counselor.
Whatever you think you are, because you come on this show and you think you finna tell somebody something and hope that they learn, right?
Yeah, sure.
You're an expiring counselor. So tell me what you do.
No. Wait.
Tell me what you do. Tell me what you do. Don't tell me nothing else until you tell me what you do.
You gonna be quiet so I can answer? What the heck? Mm-hmm. As I was stating before, when I was getting into the roles of a man and the roles of a woman, my job, I said I have a duty in a relationship. All men have a duty to protect and to provide, right? Mm-hmm. What does protecting and providing encompass? Well, this encompasses, and in order to provide at a high degree, like the degree that I'm providing for, one, you are competing with the world. So I'm competing in this space that I'm in with many other people. When you're out there working, it's competition. And if you do it at a high degree, then obviously you're out competing other people. And if you're doing that consistently, guess what comes with that? More resources. So that's one. So I am a great provider. Protector. So this is protecting the woman physically, mentally. Women are neurotic creatures, meaning that you feel a lot of negative emotions. That is true. So when a situation happens, women, the statistics show that women experience more negative emotions than a man per situation, right? So the man needs to be the rock. And he needs to be able to regulate his own emotions so he can have the ability to guide his woman through all the demons that she has in her head. So this is called protecting the woman mentally. You get what I'm saying? So being mentally stable, being her rock. So that's what that is. So now
I don't even understand.
God dang, if you don't understand that, I feel sorry.
No, because you didn't answer anything.
What don't you understand? Let me get to her.
He did. Go ahead. No, keep going. I'm gonna give it to you.
He answered. I'm sorry. He answered.
I'm gonna give it to
he
you.
did answer.
I want to know what she don't understand.
Spiritual, mental,
please tell me.
Textbook answer. Go ahead.
That wasn't no textbook answer.
That was a textbook answer.
Okay, just because it was so good and y'all wasn't expecting it.
You said you was gonna stop me from worrying about what I'm gonna eat next. Doesn't that include that you can do that by cooking?
Exactly.
No,
I don't gotta worry about I'm eating, babe. If you make me something.
One, by providing the food, because I'm out there making the money and telling you what to cook because you can't make a decision. This is how it makes it easier for you. I don't really know what to make. I don't really know what to cook. Well, here, woman, I already made the bread. Go get this food and make this. I'm providing you guidance. I am your leader. You just need to follow. Submit.
She could she could provide her own food too.
No, see, that's the thing. In my relationship, my woman doesn't work. If she's doing any work, it's for me
you're not
and
showing her
chill.
that you could take the boat off her shoulders. Like she's asking you.
But he got boat on his shoulders by working and providing and paying all the bills while she stays home.
No, we're on the food part. We're on the
what you talking
for
about?
Food part. If he's asking her for food and she doesn't know what she wants to eat yet, then you should take the initiative to be like, okay, I can cook. Or
no, not cook.
Like,
I'm never gonna take your role.
Can only dictate.
I will give direction.
Or
yes, I
she
am
could
a
do the
benevolent.
same thing by
No,
paying.
stop it.
You said you provide. For
listen,
the
ladies,
food
I am a benevolent dictator.
She could do the same thing.
I am a benevolent dictator. That's much different than just a dictator. If you don't know what the word means, Google it after the show.
Same thing.
So, anyways, ladies, does that answer your question?
Benevolence.
Yeah.
Make that the podcast.
Ladies, one mic at a time. Does that answer your question?
No, you still got 2 points.
No, not really, because I wanted you to actually not tell me the essence of how you provide.
No, I just actually told you how I provide. I broke it down to the T.
I wanted to know, like, okay, so what do you? Okay, so that's your answer of that is your duty.
Yeah, that's my duty.
All right, that's your duty. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
good job.
What is the woman's duty now? Let me ask you.
No, you didn't answer her question.
In your words?
No, I just answered her question. She asked me in my relationship, what do I do as a man? I answered your question. Now I have a question for you.
I cook, clean, and comfort my man.
What's the woman's duty? Cook, clean, and comfort? Okay, now express that how I did. How are you cook, cleaning, and comforting your man? Cooking and cleaning, that's something, that's not anything special. That's every human can cook and clean. But then you said comforting. Explain comforting to me.
I'm providing a safe space for him to be able to unwind.
You can speak into the mic a little bit too.
I'm providing a safe space for him to unwind, be transparent with himself and his feelings and with me. I am giving him the comfort in midst of is that in the decisions that he makes, he will have a number 2 of support.
Okay, so is the man, can he be honest with you?
Yeah, why wouldn't he ever be honest with me?
Okay, so say if he just like, I don't want you wearing that. I don't think you look good wearing that.
Right, okay, you don't like it.
I don't like it. Take it off. Don't like it. What you gonna do?
You got a better fit for me to wear before we make this decision about how I'm about to walk out this house?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we got a better fit.
If the fit is better, what's wrong?
Okay, now let's say if I don't have a better fit, I'm just like, take that off, stay home. Well, I'm going out, you just stay here.
Who planned
you listening
first?
You listening or no?
It really depends.
So if you say that it depends, how are you comforting your man? Comforting a man is following that man's lead. That's comforting to a man. You don't want to follow his lead. You're not being that comforting. I can tell you, as a man, one thing, if a woman isn't following our lead, it's the opposite of peace. You're being annoying. You're being rude to us. That's how we internalize a woman not following our lead. It's like, God dang, just get on our program. Give me peace. When I say something, do it.
Not the right program.
You started it with me. You wasn't looking for peace when you made a comment on my outfit. So
there's no way you chose peace.
There we go. That's what I wanted. I baited you into it. You just said that, hey, you wasn't looking for peace when you commented on my outfit. You know why I asked you that? And your answer, the first answer you gave wasn't the truth. It was Fugazee. But now you just kept it no Fugazee, and you said that would upset you. I know it would upset you because you're not giving that man comfort. You're not giving him peace. You know that you would have an attitude if your man told you to take that off. I don't like it. You would get upset.
You would have an attitude. I wouldn't have an attitude.
You just said that you would have an attitude.
No, you told that I wouldn't have an attitude. You started it with me. You wasn't looking for peace when you made a comment on my outfit. You said if I do not listen to you, it would disrupt your peace. My comment wasn't that I was going to have an attitude. My comment was just my actions would disrupt your peace. I'm just agreeing. I wouldn't have an attitude with you. Like I said,
what's going to be your actions?
I might not do it, but it's not. I wouldn't have an attitude about it. I'm just going off my mental state. Yeah, you're talking about my actions. My actions I wouldn't listen. Probably, I might not. It really depends on where we going.
Like I'm saying, you're beating around a bush. You just said that you're moody. Like I'm saying, like. If the reason why I asked you that question is because generally girls, right, that really never had a masculine man or an example of a father figure, and they know how to accept a father's love. Fathers give direction and guidance. Your father, if he was in your life, he would tell you to take that off. You not wearing that to school. That dress is too little. Them shorts is too tight. I don't want you wearing that. It wouldn't be any question when you're talking to your father. You'd be like, okay, daddy, let me go ahead and take it off. You wouldn't be mad at your father like, oh, he's being a dictator. He's being controlling. He's being insecure. But when it comes to your man and he has these standards for you, I don't want you wearing that. Take that off. You're not going nowhere. You just said it depends on where we're going. Do we have something else planned? The reason why it depends is because you don't really know how to accept a man's love and follow his lead. There's a reason why he don't want you wearing that, because he loved you. Just like your father loved you. If you had him in your life, he loved you, and he didn't want you wearing that to school because he loved you. He wants to protect you. Your man doesn't want you walking out the house like that because he loves you and he wants to protect you. So back to my question, the root of it, right? How would you comfort your man? You ain't tell me anything. You asked me the question, how am I going to protect and provide for my woman? I answered your question clear as day. Give me one example of how you would comfort your man. Because right now, you don't look so comforting. You look like you ain't giving no nigga peace. You look like you're going to be a headache to a man.
Sometimes I do what you say and sometimes I don't.
Exactly. That's a headache. Sometimes I do what you say. Sometimes I don't.
I'm not
do you
asking
act
you
like
to
this
stay.
to your boss?
Yes.
You act like that to your boss?
For real?
You sound like
usually,
a
I'm not even gonna hold you.
man.
I'm not that disrespectful
Bruh.
at work. Usually, if
man.
my boss come up to me, can you please do this? Please do not do. Sure, and I'll be like, you ain't really gotta spice it up. Just tell me what you need me to do.
So you're confirming that you will follow your boss more than you will follow your men?
No, it's just about the outfit. I probably wouldn't. I'm dead. Is this really the outfit doing?
Your boss has a dress code. Things that you can wear to work and things that you can't wear to work. Do you ever dress outside of the dress code at work?
Yes.
You do dress outside.
Yes.
And do you ever get any penalties?
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Obviously you didn't lose your job now, but in the past, have you ever felt the consequences of not adhering to the dress code at work? Did you ever feel the consequences, meaning that get warnings and get fired?
I've gotten warnings. Have I gotten fired for it? No, I've never gotten fired for that particular reason.
Oh, because you changed your behavior, meaning that if you got too many warnings, you then would get yourself in check and adhere to the dress code laws, right?
Nah, I guess he was moody because sometimes he'd press me about it and sometimes he wouldn't. Sometimes I get pressed and I don't get written up.
Okay, so you're saying that when you worked at companies, the company would change their dress code rule just to you?
I don't know if the company did it, but that nigga did.
Okay, so that nigga did. What jobs did you have? Where did you
Don't bring them up.
Company?
Don't bring them up.
Wait, where did you work? Chipotle? Chick-fil-A?
No, I've never worked at
Chick-fil-A don't run like that.
Ever since I've gotten my culinary degree, I've never worked in.
Okay, so what's your job now?
I am a banquet chef at Rivers Casino.
Okay, so you are a banquet chef, and you have to wear a certain outfit to work. If you walked into work like you're in a club outfit, like you're about to go to a club, you think that they would make you change, right?
You want to be realistic with how I'm changing my uniform? Because why would I walk into work in a club outfit?
That's my main point.
But I'm going to a club with my man. I'm going to be in a club outfit.
Yeah, real quick, that's my main point. So what I'm saying is you would adhere to the dress code standard that's for work, but you won't adhere to the dress code standard that's for your man.
No, I'm adhering to not the time, place, and occasion. The time, place, and occasion. I'm working in a kitchen with different degrees of ovens and everything like that. Why would I have a club outfit? But if my man, who has the time, place, and occasion at a club, takes me to a club, I'm going to wear a club outfit.
You're missing the point of what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
No, you're missing.
But in actuality, that's what it is.
Here's what I'm saying. It's very simple. It's not that difficult.
I work for my man. He's corporate. Follow his rules.
No. I'll paint the picture even better for you, and much easier too.
Follow the corporate rules or get fired.
Yeah.
That
in your relationship and your job.
But it's more simpler than that. So
your
you can
woman
understand.
is not happy, Cooley.
Your man, the job has a standard. You're a chef, right? Mm-hmm. So you have to wear certain clothes when you go to work, and you know that if you do not adhere to these rules, to this standard that your job has, that you would be sent home. They would make you change. You do know that, yes.
I've never been made to change. But go ahead.
You know that you can't go to your workplace dressed like you're going to a club. Is that true?
That's true in general.
Okay, stop it right there. So then you know that your job has a standard for you of how you should dress. I'm telling you that your man, hypothetically, if your man has a standard how you should dress, and you do not adhere to his standard, then that means that you would rather adhere to the standard of your work than the standard of your man.
My man's not paying me.
There we go. That's what I wanted to get to the root to. The reason being that you would adhere to your work standard dress code and not your man's standard of dress code is because the man is not paying you.
No, not really paying. It's just there's no benefits.
There's no benefit to a man if he's not paying you?
No,
there we go. Let's get to the root to it.
To listening to the man, period.
Oh.
There's no actual benefit. Even if it's my man, if I'm going out in this outfit and I feel good in this outfit, when you make me change, you're technically right. I would not want to go because then you're putting some type of
restriction.
Restriction.
Why
not
don't
even
you feel restricted?
Just
if you are going to work, but you feel restricted with your man, and this is someone. Do you give up?
I put that shit on at work.
Time out. Let's listen. Let's just pay attention. Pay attention to what I'm saying and answer these questions. Do you do the most ultimate form of submission for your job? You do not. but you do the most ultimate form of submission for your man by spreading open your legs and allowing him to dominate you. You have sex with your man. So the person that you allow in between your soul gaps, in between your vagina, you're not going to follow his standard of dress code, but this company that you're working for, that you're not allowing them in your body,
because
you're following their standard
body.
of
It's
dress
a job.
I let that man in my body because my vagina benefits from it.
Because you're what?
What I'm saying is
Exactly.
there's more
Vagina
to a man.
benefits in the moment.
Like
what?
Okay, so
What do you mean?
you're not gonna benefit me? Benefit me. That's it. You don't
Okay,
be
got
you won't benefit your woman with that.
Stop it. Y'all just going off on a tangent. Listen
That
to
wasn't a
understand.
tangent.
That was. I wasn't even paying attention to the
It was
conversation. She
very
said
much
something
the topic.
that was all without
She
it.
just-
I'm asking her real quick. Pay attention. It's very simple. I'm just saying something that is true from what you're saying. You submit to your man. You have sex with your man. You open up your legs to a man, but you don't adhere to his standards. But you do not do the most ultimate form of submission and submit to your job. Is your job having sex with you? No, your job isn't having sex with you. They're not doing. Your job isn't dominating you like that. There's no love there.
Why would you even say that? So why would you even say why your job is not
this,
coming?
ladies, what I'm trying to let you know is stop it. Listen, no, what I'm trying to let you know is that you don't hold sex. You don't hold sex up that high.
What?
You don't hold sex up that high. You should hold sex up
What
that
does
high.
that have to do with the
person that
dressing
you would
code?
What I'm saying is the person that you would have sex with, that should mean a whole lot. Your vagina is a sacred place. So the man that you choose to allow inside your body, that man, you should be willing to go off a mountain with that man. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to choose a man, stop it, ladies. If you're going to choose a man that is unworthy, then of course you won't adhere to his standards. Because he's unworthy. And guess what? Your vagina is unworthy too. Because you gave it up to an unworthy man. So have some higher standards for your vagina. And guess what? Maybe you'll have higher standards for your man.
Girlfriend
And
need to have more higher standards for her.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I see a lot of insecurities here.
Okay, you'll take a bullet.
If
That don't even make sense.
If I'm comfortable in my clothes, that does not mean I don't love you.
Insecurities.
Listen, that isn't an insecurity. That's a standard. The insecure man is a man that allows the woman to not obey his standards and follow his rules. He allows the woman to run all around him and dictate where the relationship is going. You know why? He's insecure because he's scared. He's not that secure in his position.
I think you're insecure if you have to tell a woman how to dress.
Let me just finish what I was
Cooley.
saying. Stop it.
I'm gonna go based off what you're saying. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, just stop it. And please go based off of what I'm saying. The
listening.
insecure man is the man that allows the woman to run all around him because he's not secure in his position in a relationship to tell her, I don't like this, I do like that, I have a standard and a guideline that you need to meet. If you don't meet this standard and follow my guidelines, I'm going to break up with you. That's the secure man. The insecure man, his guidelines and his standards are very low and flimsy, where the girl can run all around it, in between it, and get her way with the man, meaning that she's not adhering to anything. He says go left, she goes right. Hey baby, we going here. I don't want to go there, I want to do this. Okay baby, I'll do that. That's the insecure man. He's following your lead because he's not secure enough to tell you, no chick, you're dumb.
That's not
Follow
the only
my
thing
lead.
about being an insecure man.
No,
that's
that is
not
an
the only
insecure
thing.
man.
That's not the only thing.
Please interject.
Cooley.
That's not the only thing.
A secure man is going to let his woman be who she is.
Thank you.
An insecure man is going to try to control a woman, what she do, what she wear, how she do it, and who she with.
Authority.
Okay, so
You're going to be
Exactly what you're
authoritative.
saying.
You're going
Like
to be a dictator, a benevolent dictator, but you're going to be,
What
that's
does
not
benevolent
secure.
Now
You have love in your heart,
missionary.
but it's not pure. It's not nice.
Can I tell
That
you
isn't
something?
what
Can I
that
say
means.
something? All right, so you guys all want your man, to protect you, right? During harm, right? Am I correct?
I can have on jeans and still get flirted with the same way I would with a skirt. I just want to throw that in there.
Can I finish?
I just want to throw that in there. It does not matter what I wear.
We all know-
It does not matter what I say
get
or
that.
not
I
matter what I
know.
do.
Okay,
Men
let me
are going to
just
be
make-
men
let me
out in the
just make it
streets. Go ahead.
Y'all all want your man to protect you from harm, correct? Right? You guys want him to be a leader and be able to take control and be assertive and be like, hey, we're going here. Hey, let's go. Let's do this. Let's eat this.
I would love
right?
for a man to lead me.
Right? Okay, right. Do you
I
guys
already
feel the
admitted
same
I'm
as her?
submissive.
Would you guys like a man to lead you? us men, we naturally know when we're with a woman, like our girlfriend or our sister or our mother, when we're out in public, we know that we're the protector. Like if anybody comes and try to mess with them, we're gonna protect you. Now, when you're with your man, your husband, whatever, and you guys are going out to a club, wherever you're going, and you decide to put on something sexy, you show a lot of cleavage, skirt is a little too high. He likes the way he likes how you look, but the reason why he's telling you not to wear that because we know how other men act. We know that there's men out there who are disrespectful, who think that they can
have to be a little more protective of them.
Okay, can I get on that?
Hold on. Us men, we know men. We know men better than y'all know men. We know that there are men out there who don't give a damn. Who think that they are entitled to you, who think they can just touch you and do whatever they say, and that's how it's supposed to be. So if you're with us, you know what I'm saying, and you decide to wear a skirt that's a little too high and show too much cleavage, not only are you putting yourself in danger, now you're putting us in danger. Because if somebody touch my girl or say something to my girl, I'm gonna knock his ass out.
I get exactly what you're saying.
So we're not being insecure when we tell you don't wear that. We'll tell you to wear, but just not at the club. Wear at the crib, so just for us.
That's
to
not
see.
You have to realize something.
The common, like that's not even the common for a guy and a girl. They're together. They go out to the club, and she got on something that's, I guess, catches another man's eye, and he touches her ass, and it's a fight breakout. Like what?
It don't
like, it's not common. It's not common. It's not common, but. Like I said, that's insecure. It's insecure if you do not let your girl be her and wear what she wants.
If you're with your girls, it might happen. Because one thing about men, we respect other men. You know what I'm saying? Like we know, okay, when we see a girl coming in with a man, we're not going to try to touch her or be inappropriate with her because she's with a man.
Point was about what we was wearing, whether we was going to wear what our man wanted us to wear or not.
I'm sorry.
If I'm going out with my girlfriends and my man say, "Babe, I don't want you to wear that," you know, you and your friends, y'all be twerking. I don't want you. I'm not going to wear it. But if I'm with my man, I'm wearing that outfit because I literally got a section in my closet: date night, girlfriend's night, church night, beach night. Like,
listen, I still want to know how she comfort her men. She ain't say y'all, but anyways, let's get to the super chats and
she did just like how you said that you only comfort your woman in a certain way.
He never said how he comforts.
He didn't even.
He just said he provide, protect, and that's
bingo.
It. Like a dad.
Ding ding.
Yeah, he's not a man. He's a father. Authoritative as.
I mean,
first F-bomb tonight.
I mean, that's essentially.
Yes,
what the
you're
man
her daddy,
is. Yeah,
not her man. That's not cool
at all.
No, because how you internalize it. The thing is this, ladies.
You just said everything a father's supposed to be for.
Exactly.
I mean, hold on.
The thing is this,
hold on,
ladies.
let's go back. Let's reference.
Sure, great. So the thing is this.
Protecting, providing, guidance.
I got it. Stop it.
That's a father's
role. The thing
you
is,
see how
you
said
was
stop
raised.
it?
Stop it. No, I'm not done.
I'm not your puppy, baby.
I'm not done. That's very controlling. Like a father.
Yeah.
Everything you described in your description of how you comfort your woman
once again,
is how a
ladies,
father's supposed to treat his
once
daughter.
again, the reason being is because you were raised without a father.
No, my dad was there. He just wasn't there.
Your dad
he
was in
there.
jail. He was not there. So you were raised
just
without
like yours
a father.
Wasn't neither.
Great.
Exactly,
I know.
and that's why you act like you're
I'm
more.
Man.
I feel like Cooley, you're trying to be a man that you think is the right way.
No,
that's not the right way to be a man.
So how should a man be if you're not a man and you wasn't raised by a man? How should a man be?
A man should be a little submissive to his woman. Period. That's words from my pastor who is married.
No, you are a feminist.
He will take the time to make his wife's plate before he will take the time to.
You are a
feminist when I was here too.
Because you are a feminist.
I'm submissive. I will do for my man, but he will also do for me.
You're a woman.
Listen, ladies.
Like if I'm making the plates, he's putting them on the table. Type little stuff like that.
And this is why you're single and you don't have a man and you broke up.
Because he didn't meet the standards that I have. You said standards, right? You gotta hit standards.
Ladies,
I'm sorry. This is why you meet
you're speaking
only snow bunnies, and this is why you only you don't like rubbing feet.
Snow bunnies.
You don't like cooking or nothing. You like just
because you know why the snow bunny is more submissive than y'all.
Why?
We'll get to that, but first.
We're more stronger than this.
No one wants a strong woman. That's disgusting.
There you go.
You're not gonna ever be stronger than a man.
Authoritative dictator. You don't want a strong woman.
At the end of the day, I don't know why you speaking because your entire life experience proves my point.
That's why he like you.
You don't know why she's speaking.
And ladies, real quick. please, one mic at a time. If y'all, I'm letting y'all speak. I chill out when y'all speaking.
Sorry.
But when I'm speaking, every time y'all get triggered, right? All I'm saying is this: when you're speaking and you're saying things to me, it's ironic because you literally chose a man that was feminine that you confirmed.
I didn't choose him. I let him go.
Stop it. Let me finish. You keep talking. I'm gonna have to kick you off the podcast.
No, because you keep saying things that's not true. Because I already said I did not choose him. We were not in a relationship.
Stop talking.
No, you cannot tell me to stop talking.
Okay, then you out of here. You gotta go. Bye. You gotta go. You out. Time is over. I'm being dead serious. If you don't leave, I will call the police. You done.
She could go in her car, but you don't gotta call the police.
That's totally fine. Well, you are out of this studio.
Because you don't like strong women, I have to leave.
You are out of this studio and you are out of this building. Let's go.
Triggered that you gotta call the police.
No one's triggered. It's talking about I gave the rules. Stop it. I gave the rules. Dan, you can keep the camera on me and make sure she walks out.
You are.
Yeah, after you walk her out. Yep.
That's
a shame.
Yeah.
No, nothing is a shame.
You want me to shut up?
See the door. See the door.
That's
You out of
why
here.
your woman is weak.
Nah.
Because she just shut up.
Listen, no one. You mad because you chose a feminine man and you broke up with him, and you even said that he was gay.
Totally
fine, but you out of here. Great.
I let him go because I realized he was feminine.
Great.
It wasn't
Peace.
even a whole year.
Dan, make sure you lock it and everything like that. Understood. Yep. Chat had to kick this chick out. She was being annoying. Not only just annoying, she was being rude and disrespectful. Couldn't tolerate it anymore. You know what it is. We go through the rules on the podcast. I said one mic at a time, and I gave so much grace. Like, go ahead, get it out. Yeah, I know you're going to talk over me, get it out. But if we're going to have this discourse and go back and forth, especially when she's making attacks, but then anytime that I'm attacking back, she's like, no, she doesn't want me to get it out. No, I'm going to get it out. So actually, I'm going to finish my statement of what I was going to say before she freaking left. The reason why she was pissed off is because she chose a weak beta male. She even confirmed that she chose a weak beta male. She said that I actually think that this guy may be gay. And this was the last man she chose. Then she says, oh, I didn't choose that man. We were just having sex. What are you talking about, you weirdo? You chose to have sex with him, so you chose that man. Girls just like to move the goalposts around in a circle so they don't take an L. But she took many L's during the discussion. This is why she got mad. Every time I would speak, she would try to interrupt and not allow me to speak on my own podcast, so I had to kick her out. Rude, disrespectful. We're not tolerating any of that. And any other chick's got a problem with that. If you don't like the rule, then when I gave the rules, you should have been like, I'm not going to listen to these rules. You should have up and left. You get what I'm saying? So those are the rules of the podcast. Follow these rules of the podcast just like you follow the rules at your job. Guess what? I ain't your man at all. So there's some rules that you got to abide to. I'm not about to submit to y'all chicks on this podcast. And, just allow you to keep talking over me. To allow you to be rude and disrespect me on my own podcast. That ain't happening. I'm not y'all simp boyfriends. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Listen, you do it one more time, you out of here. I don't cuss. I'm not being rude to y'all or cussing at y'all. For the most part, we're not even talking about y'all. We speaking about the type of nigga I choose. Even a conversation that me and you had. Am I speaking specifically about you? No, I'm speaking about how are you going to comfort your man. It ain't even that deep. Stop taking everything personal, ladies. You don't have to take it personal. When we having these conversations, you don't have to take it like I'm attacking you, specifically you. No, I'm just attacking the things that you say. Okay, we kicked out one. We got another one coming. About to add her. Did you want to be on too or no? Okay, cool. We got a mic for you as well. We're going to get that set up. So we got two more ladies that came through. We about to add them to the show. The show goes on. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.